Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going
bomb,
on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Oi, oi!
Oh my God!
Good morning, my reckless delegation. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You lot see the thumbnail. I'm not gonna waste no time.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Wait.
Let me tell you something. Let me speak. I owe you lot an apology. I do. And I know there's some people here that are like, this KG guy's a total fraud. And I hear you.
Funky.
Yesterday, I was like, can't get rid of Bruno. Goals. You can't really add up the value of a player like that. You can't add up the value. So how do you put a value on what he's doing? Then I'm hearing there's a potential bid. Immediately, I changed.
Crackhead.
Now, to flip-flop in the space of, or under 24 hours, I wouldn't say that's a new one for me, but it could be a new personal best. Now, I think my Ronaldo flip-flopping was yeah, that was worse. But this is up there. This is definitely up there when it comes to it. I thought about the money. I thought about the money, and I thought about my take. I said simply, you gotta go back. You gotta go back, reload the stream, and say something else. YouTube is crazy, man, because it's mental. Vibes, energy, predictions. That's what you be doing. And I can't, listen, people, hear me out. 130 M's, yeah? Because we're turning down the first deal. Never take the first deal. Never take the first deal. Hit like button, hit subscribe button, please. Never take the first deal. You go back. Raise that to 130, please. 115 is just derisory. It's a derisory offer, fam. Raise that to 130. I think we might get on the phone with you. Now you're saying this is what could potentially happen. A person that is smart, yeah, learns from his mistakes. Everyone was like, KG, the Garnizzi money, because Garnacho, I didn't want Garnacho to go when the moment arose. As soon as Garnacho had stinkers, everyone and their dog and their other pets was in the chat saying, and he didn't want to take the money. And I'm not going to lie, those moments when I was like, I need to hold the line and just know, listen, maybe that's a good decision. But what do we do when he starts to get old in, I don't know, not next season, the season after? And in the back of your mind, you know to yourself, you turned down potentially 100 and something million. I don't know, with our finances, can we live with that? That's the big question. It's like the Rashford situation. Rashford, there was a moment, PSG, cash in. There was a moment to cash in on Rashford. We didn't cash in. Now he's worth 40 million. Did we get our dividends or just dues from Rashford? Probably not. Can we afford to do this again? That's the question now I'm asking myself. That's where I'm in two spaces. What do I do right now? Do I keep this player and when their value drops, miss the 100 and something I could have had? Or do I just sell them now? Like, I don't know the true answer to that question. I kind of feel like a way of, you know what, Bruno, secure us Champions League football. That's a lot of money on the table for yourself, for the club. I don't know. I think if it's me, if I'm Bruno, I'm doing it. I'm cutting. Especially when I'm the problem. I'm cutting. I don't believe Bruno's the problem, but I don't know if I'll be able to turn that. This is peas, but it depends what's more important to you. You know, making a shitload of money or, you know, like being connected to the fans and all that stuff. And like, what's more? Is it securing generational wealth for his kids, which he probably done? This is like next generation wealth. Like, what do you want to do? That's the question. Ivan Toney looks happy. Ivan Toney looks like, yeah, everyone had a thing to say about me, Brentford, this, that, and the other. Ivan Toney doesn't have to make another bet. If he bets now, it's just for vibes. If he bets now, it's for vibes. Purely for vibes. Because, bro, I'm set and I got silverware. What? Al Hilal. Listen, Bruno Fernandes. People are gonna be on the show today. Tell me, you can call me a disgrace. I understand, and I think I deserve it. Are you gonna do it though? Would you? When Flex started saying names of players, I started thinking about the rebuild. I started thinking about the rebuild. It's mad. Moving on. Onana! Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, na, na. Onana. When Fabrizio Romano's on the mains talking about, hey, listen, Man United are actively looking for another goalkeeper. This is where we have to understand Ruben might be the kind assassin, a kind killer. Onana ran 30, maybe 40 yards to go and give Ruben a hug when we rescued that game. Ran to him. Ruben accepted the hug and still was looking for other keepers. Oh my God! Ruben buying there as well. Said, no, we're looking for a new first choice. Now, this guy's on the Paris FC. He's tall, though. Tall. I saw Jan Sommer's performance yesterday. I can't believe. This is what kind of scares me about getting money for Bruno and misappropriating the funds. That's the perfect word. Misappropriation of funds is what we could do. But Onana's saying, if I'm not the main guy, I'm not your guy. And I'm like, you know what? You need to be like treated how you want to be treated. You have to respect yourself. So if you feel that Man United looking for other keepers is a disrespect to you and you want to move to Saudi, I have to support your wishes. I have to support your wishes as a goalkeeper. I have to let you go, bro. Not because of me, because you want out of this situation. If you don't want competition because you're not first choice in my mind at all, yeah, and you take the decision to leave, what can I do? It's bigger than me. This is on you. Like, now, Onana getting Saudi. Because now, yeah, if I'm looking at the calculations, I'm looking at, I'm saying I want 130. What do I want for? I want 130 to 1. I'm going to go on the high end. I'm getting for 140 for Bruno. Bruno Fernandes. If I can recoup or take 30 million from the Onana sell, all of a sudden I have 170. 170 on player sales, and I still got to get rid of Rashford, rid of Anthony, rid of Sanchez. It looks like a walkie. It looks like it's giving rebuild. That kind of money is giving, oh shit, and Champions League qualification money. Wait, what am I doing right now? Let me just, I had 170 right there. Let's get it right. I had 170. Rashford, I'm going to take 40 million for Rashford. I think there's going to be like a bite, like a lot of people trying to go in for Anthony. I'm going to raise the stakes to like 30 million. There you go. Sanchez, they said 20 million. If they win the cup, hopefully they get gassed. Someone will give us 20 million for him. Anyone else that I want to sell? Let's just go with that. 260. Garnizzi. Am I getting rid of Garnacho? I don't even know what I'm doing. 260. Oh shit. Champions League qualification money. It's that 100 million. 360. Oh my God. Osman, come on down. Oyokeres, come on down. Imbuemo, Cunha, Edison. I can buy what I want. You can have whatever you like. Not even amortization, pure profit on Rashi as well. Wow. I'm getting crazy. All of a sudden, endless possibilities. Damn. I don't know what to say to you lot. Moving on though. Last one. Well, two things actually. Them lot didn't bring the Williams brothers. They're not pulling up. Pulling up without your top goal scorers. Yeah. It's crazy. But do you know what? I'm going to say it right now. Credit to the one and only Anthony. Credit to Anthony. You're probably saying, KG, why are you saying credit to Anthony like that? But deep it. Because of what Anthony's doing at Real Betis, yeah, lifted them. Because of those performances, yeah, they said, hey, top 4 qualification. Right now, Anthony and them man there, yeah, how many points? 2 games away. They're on 57 points. Them man could be on 60 points as the weekend. They haven't got time. These lot have been sitting in that business. They said, listen, it's top 4. Go to Man United. Don't get embarrassed. Keep players fit. We try and secure top 4. Villarreal, breathing down our necks. Anthony and Real Betis, breathing down our necks. Shout out Anto. Shout out Anto. If you call it a stretch, I don't give a damn. Last question. ASNA, are you ready? Anyway. They said I'm not going to compete. We're 3-0 down. We'll try. But them men are close. And Anthony's scoring late goals. What we doing? Wait, top 4? We're gonna Anto. If Real Betis make Champions League, if they make Champions League, yeah, Real. Hold on. If Betis make Champions League, someone's got to run me the dough. That's when I want bidding war. I need Spanish. I need the paella bidding war. Am I doing a watch along tonight? You are damn right. Catch me on DR Sports tonight. Who's in the lineup? I got the Parisian. I got Expressions. I got Raul. Shit. And I'm not going to lie to you. Just found out just now. I got a sponsor.
Oh my God!
They want to sponsor their hate. They want to sponsor the hate. Hold on, let's get it right. Match Bingo said, KG, can we sponsor this hate? I said, now this show it's not usually here. So if you want to follow me back to my channel, yeah, I will accept that. I'll accept that. Because this hate along, but I hear you. Let's go. If I even complete the lines as well, don't piss me off. Now, before I move on, just a nice little message. Junior Blackman, we're hoping he leaves hospital today. Younger Blackman, Junior Blackman, all eyes are on him leaving hospital today. We need that. We need that. It's looking close. It's looking close. Deal not concluded. But it's looking very likely. Personal terms will not be a problem, we're hearing. I'm hearing personal terms are not a problem. Young Blackman, I pray today. We need a here we go, though. Yeah, we definitely need the here we go, because I need my guy. Deal should be close. Look at He loves his house. He loves his house. Yeah, we need the absolutely, man, because we need Reckless Joe, man. It's difficult, bro. Even though Joe's a total super professional, man. I've got a super team, bro. I've got a super team, man. Shout out Yo-Yo as well. All of us out here trying to pick up the slack. But Joe, man, wow. So, yeah, I pray that you're just back on here crashing out, bro. Anyway, let's drop the link. Let me get cussed. This is the person that's been looking for me on the mains. Hello, Kenny.
Yo, sorry, I had to rush back to unmute myself.
No problem, bro.
Yeah.
I know I let you down yesterday, bro. Go on, talk to me.
Bro, you let the whole track. Okay, anyway, first things first, young black man. You know you love the house.
Yeah,
it's looking
he
close.
loves the house.
It's looking close.
He loves the house.
He loves the house.
Oh man.
He loves the yard.
He loves the yard, bro. Absolutely.
Oh my
But wait,
God!
when I was speaking and talking about that money raised, did you not did you not do the Don Carlo at any point, bro? When you started hearing about the P's and the rebuild?
You know, at one point when Flake started mentioning the names, I was like, okay, yeah, okay. These are okay. Oof, these players. But then I snapped out of it. I slapped myself. I was like, yo, snap out of it. First of all, we're going to try and replace, let's say, 3 players for one. What are we doing? What am I doing?
No, but you have to now take into, bro, this is what I was on. I was thinking about 3 players into one, but you're talking
Yeah.
about the future of the club now. So I
Yeah.
get everything you're saying, but let's imagine, yeah, if he falls off, if the form, like old age is gonna step up at some point, yeah.
Yeah.
What if he goes off the boil and you're saying, I had a chance to cash this? You're never gonna get an offer this good again. That's one thing we can be clear on. They're not coming back.
That's true.
So this could be a one-time this season offer. If we don't take it and he does go that way, yeah, what do we do?
For me, I think we're just trying to assume things too much here, bro. One thing we need to understand is that we need him more than him leaving, more than that money, because the club has money. The club already has money. We need to utilize the club's money, bro. And first of all, bro, like when you look at it, there isn't so many players that can replace that dude in the world at the moment. Injury free, versatility, discipline. Where? That whole 150, bro, if you're trying to replace, unless we're saying we're gonna take B-Tech a little like in Flex words, a little doggoose, bro. And is that
Now
and that's
I hear the Dorgus, yeah, but people need to
yeah,
stop doing this with Dorgu, bro. Let Dorgu live, like he's trying, bro. Yeah, I want Xerxes energy for Dorgu, bro. But hear me out now.
yeah.
This money, 1/5 probably for Bruno, or 130 in between that. Rashford 40 million, Anthony 30 to 35, Sancho 25 million, Hoyland. I
Yeah.
don't know. We're selling Hoyland, but we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're talking a rebuild. Cunha 65, Osman 65. You're saying Cherky 30, Edison 55, Payson. Ain't that? Who's that guy? That ain't the strike. I know this guy. Who did he play for again? Who's this guy? Ain't he from Bournemouth or something?
Which one?
This guy here. I can't say his name properly. Is that the Bournemouth guy?
Cherokee, Edison, or Houston or something? Houston or something like that.
Hoyson or something like that. Hoyson, like the Hoyson sword. Bournemouth. Yeah. Resters. Bro. Yeah.
There is no way we're buying all those players in one transfer window. I refuse to be, bro. I refuse to be conned like this, man. I cannot. These are lies, bro. There's nothing happening like that, bro.
No, but we are gonna go crazy and buy players in this market, though. We are.
But
we
also, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is also. Bro, you're forgetting we are owned by a broke billionaire, bro. He is going to pocket some of that money. He
ain't pocketing shit. He ain't pocketing.
Watch it. You're going to.
Nah. They're not pocketing. Glazers will pocket majority of the money. Nah, the Glazers pocketing that money will piss me off.
KG, that's what I'm saying. Will be played here. They're going to pocket some of that money. Will be I'm telling you,
their piece, bro. They taking the money. I don't think they can do that. Sir Jim's just put a big investment in, and they're gonna take more money.
Bro, here's what's gonna happen, right? We sell Bruno 120, 15 or not. It's obviously gonna be maybe 120, 25 somewhere there. Let's just say 120. Huh? The money that we already have, even for qualifying Champions League, that they're going to use that money that the club already has to invest in players, and the money that Bruno that comes in from the Bruno sale won't go in, and that will be ready cash. It won't go back into the transfer budget, KG. We're lying to ourselves. It will just be pocketed. Won't talk about anything. Cunha will come in. They'll bring another player and dilly-dally towards the end of the season and bring one more player, which would have been the amount of the same money that would have generated from maybe if Anthony goes and all that will remain. What are we going to do?
Hold on, wait a minute. Seawater says, nah, they can't pocket it. Part of Sir Jim's takeover requirements was the Glazers aren't allowed to take dividends for the next few years.
But I didn't say dividends. Come on, these people are so dumb. I said the money from Bruno's sale. Sir Jim himself will pocket it because he's the one running.
How though? You can't just put it straight into your Monzo, bro. You can't just take 20 million into the Monzo. Like, it's got to go through the business. You can't just start paying yourself for the piece, bro. How's he gonna
But he-
pocket it, bro?
But he can hold it. He can hold it. That's how he's going
Wait,
to pocket
no,
it.
hold what, bro? You said people are
The
done.
club
They're like,
using,
they're
using the
attending to
club
the
to hold.
mojo, bro.
They can withhold the money using the club not to reinvest it in signings. That's what I mean by holding it. It still remains in their possession, bro. Let's not act slow here. Obviously, they're not going to be silly and then get the money straight into his account. They just
Hold on,
the
hold
club
on. Wait,
the
wait, wait,
club
wait,
won't
wait,
just
wait,
reinvest
wait a
it
minute, wait a
into
minute,
the
wait a minute, wait a minute,
yeah.
wait a minute. Now, I'm not the finance guy, yeah?
Yeah.
And Wad is probably listening to this,
Yeah.
getting pissed off, and there's other financial people probably in the chat. What I'm hearing is the money, yeah, will now appear in this cycle to make sure that we're in the that safety zone for financial fair play, or am I right to say that? So how are you telling me this will now give us more, we'll be allowed to spend more in the up and coming window? Is that correct? You're telling me they're not going to announce the money and they're just going to hold it and leave it in their Revolut? What's going on? How?
What I'm saying is that there's no running away. The money would be there because the money gives us puts us in the green to spend more, right? Okay,
There you
cool.
go.
So exactly. So what they're going to do is that since the club has already the means to generate its own fans, minus the Bruno fans that are coming in. That's what I'm telling you. Stay with me now, KG. Don't lose me. Don't go astray. Exactly. 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 So right now, without the Bruno sale, us qualifying, say after we qualify for Champions League, we'll get some money from there. The club already has a little bit of money, let's say even like 70, that we can invest in transfer market. Then if we say we sell Rashford for like, let's say 30, I'm going to use bare minimum amounts here so that we just cruise through it. And then Anthony, another 30. We're already talking about close to about 200 there. You check, the club can generate without Bruno's sale. So for me, I'm looking at it this way. Right now, do you know that right now we could have had a here we go for Cunha, right? Where would have that money come from? Because the club has it, right?
Do you believe that the club have the money?
For Cunha?
No, the club has 70 million for Cunha, but do they have the rest of the money for Green?
No, but if we buy Cunha, right? And then we qualify for the Champions League, we'll still increase a little bit of money, right? So qualifying for Champions League makes us what? Can increase the chances of getting an extra player other than Cunha, right? Are you agreeing with me? I'm looking at you right now. If we qualify,
because you said stay with me. You said
I'm
stay
saying,
with me.
okay. Then I ask you a question: does the club have money right now, as it is, to buy Cunha?
Yes, we have Cunha money.
Good. So now, after we qualify, win the Europa League, does the club generate more fans to add an extra player?
Yeah, we get a potential 100 million from the Cunha.
Answer my question so that you can stay with me. Answer my question. Does the club then have fans to buy an extra player?
They have the funds to, but hold on, hear me out. We still need to pay for players that are not here no more.
No, but now you're
remember that.
My question, I remember that. But even if, because we're paying those things in installments, but
can I bring in other people as well?
No, wait. No, because they'll just bring chaos here, and you're trying to run away from the fact. So but follow me then, KG. Look, after we qualify for Champions League, the club who have enough money to buy an extra player. So let's say we've already bought Cunha with the money that the club already has now. Then we can bring in, and let's say maybe I would say maybe a Delap, because we've qualified for Champions League, right? Already, once we're at that stage, KG, this is minus the sale of Bruno. If we sell Bruno, the club will now dilly-dally the rest of the transfer market, bro. They'll dilly-dally to the end and bring in a Liku Dogu for like 25 million. Transfer market closed.
You know,
what are you and me going to do now? We've lost Bruno. The money is not invested back.
Can you get a pushback? Can you get some pushback?
Let me get a pushback.
Is that okay? Thank you very much. I'm just gonna bring some people in for pushback.
I'll let Uncle speak first.
Good, Uncle.
I am trying to You see, one of the things with the Man United fans is sometimes we try to put ourselves in the worst case scenario possible of all the scenarios to paint. We would deliberately choose the worst of the worst of the worst. And then when we now choose that worst one, we will now internalize it and personalize it, and then we will get angry and then get pissed off about something that has not even happened yet, that may not even happen. We will start getting angry and we will start throwing out insults. This man spoke about, he said Sir Jim would take the money and keep for himself. And I have been thinking, at what facts, what proofs do we have that when money comes in for signings, Sir Jim is going to keep it? The same Sir Jim that in the last few months has been investing his own personal money into the club. If he's not hungry for money, why is he putting in his own personal money into the club? What facts do we have? The only fact we've been seeing since he came in is that he has been putting his money into the club. Where have you seen it so far that he has taken money out of the club? That you choose to believe, of all things to believe, even though you're seeing him putting his money into the club, you choose to believe that somehow when this Bruno money comes in, he will pocket it. And is that how, do you think that's how club is in? He will just put it
Uncle,
wallet.
your line's getting it's disconnecting a little bit. You have a strong
Can
case.
you hear me?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, so that is the one question. You can respond before I go into the next one.
That was not just one question. Anyway, but I'll respond. So one thing that I say, Uncle, anyway, how are you? With all due respect. One thing that I respond to.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
First things first. Why I think he'll do that is because of him. This new ownership tried to change the model of this club by us being a selling club through generating of funds. They've ever since they've come in, all their talk has been how much we are in debt and how much this club does not have any money and how much we need to generate revenue in order to survive. He had an interview with Gary Neville that the only main reason of that interview was explaining how without him coming in, Manchester United would have been bankrupt. Without even also him himself as an investor who could only afford a certain amount of money to invest into this club when we needed the full ownership, whatever, that's a story for another day. But the main reason of that whole
Hold on, because that is just plain false. No, you don't twist facts. No, you don't twist facts. No, but you just spoke lies. You just spoke lies. No, you will not speak lies. You will not speak lies to validate your argument.
But listen.
No. You said he could not afford. You said he could not afford. That is not the truth. That is no. You are being immature because the truth is he wanted to buy, but the Glazers did not want to sell.
I'm gonna bring in someone. Hold on, I'm gonna bring in someone that can bring peace to us all and make this thing work well. And do you mind just making sure that this goes together and is?
Of course, I'll make sure this goes well.
Thank you very much.
Listen,
Why are you
not
laughing?
interrupt Uncle when he was talking. He had a lot of things that he mentioned that were not even factual. He didn't bring facts, but I did not interrupt him. There is no way while I'm trying to prove my point to answer his question, he wants to interrupt me, and you're just letting him go. You are moderators. Come on,
Talk.
Help me.
Talk, man. If you give me the floor to talk, you're here complaining. Talk.
Okay, make your point. I'm listening.
Uncle, please let him talk.
Exactly. So the whole interview that they did was Sir Jim to explain how the club is bankrupt. How without him, the club was going to be bankrupt. So how the club needs to generate money by sale of our assets in which changing the model of the club, like selling kids that we never did, academy players, and whatnot. So what's to make me believe that there is more money that can be invested, and if money comes out, money won't be taken elsewhere to cover up for job losses and everything that's happening, and it will be quickly put back into the transfer market. Where is the fact that I've seen that would happen? I don't have that fact to see if he's
That's
going to do
pertinent.
that.
You say you don't have the fact, but you're saying
No,
it as a,
I don't have the. I mean, like, I don't have the. I don't trust them in doing that, KG. That's what I mean. I don't trust them in doing that because not so long ago they were trying to sell Kobe Mino. They were trying to sell the youngest, and we don't do that as a club. So what's to tell me what should I where should I base my trust in them that when money comes in, it will also the entirety of that lump sum will be reinvested in the building back of the of players by purchasing players that will actually come do the job that Bruno was doing instead of going to invest in players that are little doggo like. And this is just now a statement when I say that I'm not digging at doggo. So that's all I've been saying this whole time.
so
Okay, let's let
Yeah.
Uncle respond to what you said, please.
yes.
So what I've heard so far is stating a lot of facts and then ending it with more pessimism. Now you said the whole interview that they've been doing have been talking about the club has no money. Is it not something all of us know? Didn't we all know? Didn't we have independent journalists before even the Glazer Ineos spoke about it that said that the club was going bankrupt, and because of that, Ineos did not take. Glazers did not take dividends before they sold the club because of how broke the club was. Why are we acting like we did not hear all these facts before Ineos spoke about it? The facts were there, and then you're saying, "How are we sure? How are we sure?" Even a manager that they did not back, they signed 5 players for him. For a manager that they did not back, they signed 5, and then they have their own guy. But somehow you believe that now that they have their own guy, they're not going to sign any players for him. Just make it make sense. That is just the question. You now
Cool.
mentioned Dogo,
Okay.
and you forgot
Okay,
that there was a summer signing where they backed a manager that they did not believe in.
Okay, I'll answer you real quick and land my point. I'll answer you real quick and land my point. You see, then the amount of yappa that you bring here sometimes is very disrespectful. You want to start saying that, no, these we already knew. Then you are stating my facts. If we already knew that the club has no money, why was a billionaire for that, Sir Jim, come and waste my 25 minutes to watch him say the things that I already knew? Why was he coming to explain the things?
Who forced you to watch it? Who forced you to watch it?
Don't start.
Who forced you to watch it?
Now you're just arguing.
I did not watch that interview. Who forced you to watch
You're
it?
just arguing for
No, you are bringing in your own semantics.
I'm responding to what you said. Why does then, if we already knew all these things, why did we waste our time hearing the things that we already knew? By the
So
way,
if there is no official statement, you will say there's no official statement.
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
dividends-
I'm gonna wait, sir. Obviously you lot been getting back and forth. Yeah, I need to shout out Araya. I think is said his mum's in hospital. So yeah, prayers to you, bro. Hopefully you're getting some levity as well. Hopefully, it all goes well. So yeah, prayers to your mum, prayers to her situation.
Up to that.
Abs, you've listened to all arguments, yeah? I don't know how many screens you watch these men speak on.
7 screens.
Bro, I just needed to land
Abs,
what you're saying.
hold on, no, you've been trying to land.
You're introducing me with a fucking insult. And you think I was going to reply straight away? What do you mean, how many screens am I watching this one program?
We're just curious, man.
Oh my God. Wait. Also, Abs did tell me he wants me to go to the final. That was a thing that.
Are you fucking mad? I did not say.
Abs,
Hey, guys, I will screenshot the conversation.
why are you screenshotting the conversation for? Why are you screenshotting? Are you gonna play my response, bro? Why?
No, let me do it right now because we're not having this on my heart.
Mr. 7 screens, can we keep this parliamentary, please?
Yeah,
very parliamentary,
bro.
I am.
Wait, Abs. So move on though. But you did tell me to go to that game. Yeah.
You can keep lying if you want.
Now, Abs, you've heard these guys. Apologies. Let me introduce you properly. End to end. This is Abs right now. Abs in the house again.
And then you stay there.
I haven't said anything.
Oh my God!
Why'd you bring pen in?
No, this is the emoji.
Anyway,
Stockley Park abs. Is that what they're calling you now?
Nah, why have they got this is your emoji with you, bro? This is your emoji with you.
can you hurry up and let me talk? Jesus Christ.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Someone said you open up 7 times on your phone as well.
Oh my God. Anyway,
Hey, how many times? Wait, tell us how
let's
many
go
times.
into the big conversation. No. You're doing nonsense. I'm going to move on because you want me to crash out. That's what you're aiming for.
No.
Right? So I thought I understood what Kenny was saying at the beginning. The whole pocketing the money thing, I think he got that slightly completely wrong. But the idea that all of the 115 million is going to go on players, I don't believe that either. I don't trust Ineos like that, right? As Uncles likes to say, there are facts out there for you to read up on, and Ineos have never been spending money in any of the sporting activities enterprises they've taken. They've always doing cutbacks, and usually it ends the success of the club or stops the growth. I think the club is doing okay now, but that's usually what happens. It's called the Ineos curse for a reason. It's there for everyone to see. So 150 million, if we get that, we're not spending all of it. Sir Jim has already come out and said we have debt left, right, center. You think he's going to just put 115 into the market? I don't think he's spending all of it.
But has he got any club like Man United in his like sports portfolio?
Well, he's got Man United. He's got the other club.
Got any club like Man United?
No, he hasn't. But I'm sorry, your behavior with other businesses will make me judge the way you work.
And Ineos,
how is every other sporting enterprise he's taken? The first thing he does is cuts. Try to make it more efficient.
Ain't you supposed to do that though?
No, not if it causes them to start losing. That's not efficient. That's rubbish.
No, but he's getting rid of the people. Ain't he getting rid of the people that like we got the heavy?
You can say that if you want, right? You can say that if you want, but this season's already proven enough. They brought in a new manager, new system, forced their hands to do it, and in the January window, they gave him Dogu and Haven to strengthen his squad. That was it.
Getting rid of the lunch ladies for Dogu is insane. That's what I'm gonna say.
I'm sorry. So I mean, that's one action. I'm waiting to see what their summer is going to entail. I don't trust them in that aspect. But yes, and he's wrong. They're not going to pocket the money.
Hold on, just to chip in. One statement.
And I just to clarify, I didn't mention shipping the money for them. Like I said, the money won't come back for transfers. It won't be reinvested back into the club for transfers. I said this plenty of times to KG.
So let me just mention one fact.
ATS says the man has 35% in Mercedes F1. They have literally been the most successful team in the last 15 years.
Because of Lewis Hamilton, they're now going downhill.
Oh, and let me add to that, KG.
Thank you.
When Ineos took over Nice, within the first 3 years of their takeover, Nice moved up to have the third biggest net transfer in the French league. So they had the third highest overall net spend in the French league after they took over.
Net spend high.
Right? So he increased their spending. But somehow somebody got the fact that they don't spend too much. He put in his money in Nice and their net spending went up. Only in that, as at the third season in Nice, only PSG and Marseille had spent higher than Nice.
Let me bring in.
I'm just going to put the fact out there.
Let me bring etc. into the argument. You've been listening for a while, and you're hearing what everyone has to say about this. What's your thoughts? I'm going to bring in.
See, Uncle and Abs have actually stated facts, but Kaney's always gone on about hypotheticals. For example, when they were talking about selling Kobe and Garnacho, have they sold them? Right? That's not a fact, therefore. Right? However, when Abs talks about their previous history, or an Uncle talks about their expenditure before, right? Those are facts, right? Things that they have done before. And given their previous transfer season, right, which was, I would say, one of our more successful transfer seasons that we've had over the time, right? it'd be way too early to say that they're just going to pocket the money because, again, I think a while ago, Abs also kind of said, remember when Abs had a take about, whether, going into Champions League would be better for the future of the club because they're just going to pocket the money anyway. It's the same line of thinking, right? What my view is that more money will be better regardless, right? And if they do decide to do it, if they don't decide to pocket the money, right, that's for the future. But for the current state, right? For example, linking back to what we started with in terms of Bruno, right? 150 million, especially because it's Saudi, they have the capacity to pay that amount up front. Whether they will or not, that's a future question.
Front
But
pieces.
up front, the amount of buying power you have with that much money, right? You can get a whole team if you get that up front.
Also, I think Bruno counts as pure profit. I saw the Athletic.
Yep.
The Athletic article.
Pure
They said
profit.
Bruno counts. Bruno.
Is it because his contract's already complete? Is it because
Yes.
I don't know, to be honest, why, but I saw in the Athletic, Bruno counts as pure profit. Dalot as well.
Yes, because his original contract would be end up by the end of the season. So amortization on him would have been completed. So it will count as pure profit.
Yes.
Guys, can I bring a couple facts just to, because there's been a lot of discussion and you guys are on the right line and it is a good argument, but I just want to say a couple of things. Firstly, you guys have 40 million pounds of interest on your $1 billion debt. All right, that has to be paid.
So can I just ask one question? Sorry, you're saying you guys, who do you support?
I'm a Liverpool fan.
Hey, get him out!
No, but let him
land. I think it's.
Let's hear the facts.
I'm a fan. I've been watching this show for 2 years.
He's been here. Stamps has been here, bro. 175, bro.
Let him.
Anyway, so look, you guys got 40 million of interest to pay on the $1 billion debt that these Glazers have run up. We know for a fact these Glazers don't give a shit about United in reality. They milk it until it's dry, until it can barely walk. And that's why you're in this position now. At the end of this season, you also have to pay £93 million in players you've already bought. So that's 140 million right there or 130 whatever million you have to pay without buying anybody at the end of this season.
You're acting like this hasn't been happening for the past few
Are you
years.
just one? Can I ask him a question just quickly? Are you FSG out now? You've won the league.
I've never been FSG out, but I think they're a bit tight, to be honest with you. Like there's about 400 million sitting in our bank after not spending for the last 4 seasons on big players. If we don't have a big season this season and splash 200 mil in Liverpool, I'm gonna be starting to get angry about that shit because they're tight but it's definitely nothing like the Glazers. But what I wanted to bring to this situation, is that there's gonna be a overall power struggle over the next couple of seasons because you've got an owner who wants to do right by the club. I believe from watching the interview, from listening to everything he's saying, from what he's done, he's only got a small portion, but he's in control now of the operations. And there's going to be a power struggle with the Glazers who don't care about the club and trying to milk it whenever they try, and Radcliffe trying to get a bigger percentage and trying to improve the club. So there's going to be a power struggle, and the Glazers are going to lay down the foundation for him to pay as much as possible to buy a percentage until he gets a controlling stake. And
listen,
there's going to be a power struggle.
Are you lot? What everything you said? What are you not telling me? Because he said, is he stated facts, or are you mad that he supports Liverpool?
Weird. It doesn't mean taking.
I'm mad he supports Liverpool.
But like KG,
I'm a supporter of KG. That's all I'm saying.
KG, listen.
Oh my God!
Come on!
Listen, KG, listen. Let me go on. Listen, I know people want to have to come out here with PDFs of chat GDP info and bring it out. Me, I speak it as it is.
That's
So
nasty
don't bring
work.
out. Don't bring
speaking
it.
rubbish, bro.
Why are you
You've been
telling
speaking
him that
rubbish.
I Canny.
Listen,
I don't think you're
what
standing on
You've been
strong
speaking
ground.
rubbish for the last
What I was
1
trying to
hour,
You're
say,
bro.
standing on shaky ground today, Canny brother.
yo,
Because you were talking a
quiet,
lot,
man.
bro.
No,
Chill.
the reason I brought these facts is
No, but what I don't appreciate is everyone trying to use me as clutch to like as a jumping in. Oh no, I like what Kanye was saying, bringing facts. Hell, start your point and go forward with it. Don't put my name in your mouth. What
Put
this
down the
brother was
wine,
saying,
man. What's
this
this rant that you're
Liverpool,
doing?
bro, it's a
What
wet
is
day.
this
What's wrong
useless
with
rant that
you?
you're going on? Shut
It's
up,
not
man.
a
Put
rant.
down the wine.
Listen, Glazers,
It's 10
Glazers
a.m.
still
Fucking
own
rubbish for 1
69.
hour.
Can I finish? Glazers still own 69%, guys, of this company. So no matter what, the money that comes in, it still has to go through the Glazers for what? For confirmation or any clearance. Ineos is not gonna spend the lot of that 120 million back to be reinvested, inclusive with the money that the club already has. We're talking about spending in one transfer market over 250 million. Are we really gonna do that? Or you want facts? Like, where am I gonna fat these facts out for you to just see with what we've been going through for the past 20 years?
the problem
How much
is
did we
Have to
spend in
save
the last
he might
summer?
have to save
How
out
much
for
did we
himself
spend last
today,
summer?
KG.
debt, man.
Jesus.
How much did we spend last summer? Can we do a quick math? How much did we spend last summer?
But you
How much?
go ahead, man.
How much do we spend?
Euro was how much?
In euros,
50?
250.
50.
In euros.
In euros, how much?
250 million.
Yeah, but it's for a manager that they did not choose. But
Yeah.
Kanye just said here, you think that Ineos are going to spend 250, but they already spent 250
You're
for
talking
a
about
manager that they did not support.
The
They did
problem
not
is
support. But all those things are things that should be red flags for Ineos. How do you spend so much money for a manager you did not support? Why? Because
they were trying to build a
Why?
team. Because they were trying to build a team.
No, because
And
they were trying to impress.
They are not buying only
fans.
some of the some of the players that did not work under that manager are working under this current manager. And they said this from the beginning that they are. What do you mean those are not facts? Mention the players that there was what?
Wait, hold on. Kenny, let me get this right then. Are you saying that
facts,
they are doing it was them spending 200 million was PR?
Them spending 200 million was they were scared to be in bad boots with the fans.
Oh God!
Because the fans that decision.
Okay, rubbish for 1 hour.
KG, do the humane thing.
At this point, this is just some sentimental theory that you're just throwing out into the air, looking for what will please your pessimism. You're just looking for what will please your pessimism.
Sometimes you have to protect people from themselves.
Kanye,
Imagine you're in a corner, KG, and this is your fighter.
Yeah, wait. No, because I don't know. Kenny's points shifted just a little bit. Before he said that they're not going to spend money, then he said they spend money just to impress the fans.
I did not say they didn't spend money. I was justifying why they spent money. No. I was being pushed in a corner by Uncle saying, but last season they spent so and so amount. I said the reason they spent that
KG,
amount.
put Wajid's message up.
You check.
Because
wait, no, go on.
No, you have to put it up because it shows the net spend, which is something we were talking about earlier.
The thing is, Candy's kind of right because he's basically saying he doesn't believe it's going to be put on the transfer budget. And what I brought is the facts and what I'm listening to. This is from the interview, what Sir Radcliffe's from the horse's mouth. He said he gave facts and figures. These are the facts and figures from that interview. You guys will have to spend 130 million just to stay in business. He came in.
Yeah, but Kieran Maguire said that's a load of nonsense, and he knows the most about football.
Financial person has said what he said is rubbish.
Kieran Maguire was on Vibe with Five. He was on Five with Rio. I think it's Rio Presents now, and he was. I think I saw. He was even on United View, and he said it's nonsense.
Why would the semi-owner of a club
for some reason
talk
these
nonsense?
Ineos backers are just all ignoring it?
Exactly.
So a journalist has more info about the club's account than the owner.
I believe Radcliffe.
Are you seeing what is going on?
And then
You'd rather listen to somebody that comes with fake facts than your own partial owner. And then you come
and also one last thing, KG. One last thing that I want to throw in to correct the notion. Can you say something about changing the model to being a selling club? And I'm wondering, every season we complain about how we have loads of baggage and we are very poor at selling. We would never sell players, and we just keep having players and having players and piling them up and piling them up, and we never sell them. And now we have owners that are now willing to sell those
The wrong
baggages that are no
players.
longer
Oh my
needed.
God.
And now
I need
we
your
are now
help right
complaining
now.
about being a selling club because they are trying to offload baggage.
Wait, so
You
Bruno's
call it
baggage?
baggage. You're
You
calling
have to
Bruno.
look.
You call Big
No,
Manu
but
baggage.
the club said they are
Are
not
you saying,
selling
guys?
Bruno. The
Who said
club
they will
has
sell
said they are
Kobe
not
Mine?
selling
Who said
Bruno.
they will sell Kobe Mine?
Well, they
That
want
was
to
media
sell
bullshit.
in
Media
Those were the
bullshit.
But the
players on
club
the
Don't
has
sell
market.
players.
wait.
Those were the players
So
on the market.
we are talking about a hypothetical Bruno that the club has said they are not selling, and now we are getting angry because of something we choose to. That is the problem. We have just seen a report. Saudi is interested in Bruno. The club has said Bruno is not for sale. We have heard this morning that Bruno has rejected the contract, but now we are coming and we are getting angry that the club is selling Bruno to justify our anger. But they've said they are not selling Bruno. So why are
In
you
my
getting
look,
angry?
in my
This club,
opinion,
this
from my
this
experience,
this
what
fan
happened with
this
Liverpool when we
this
sold
fan base.
Coutinho, it changed the whole situation. When we
That is
bought
the next.
Virgil
That is the
van
next thing
Dijk,
I was
when we
going to
bought
say.
Allison, you have now, you are on the precipice of that situation. And what you decide is important. And I think Bruno Fernandes is the best player in your team, but he's 30 plus. And if you get 150 million bid, he should be
Take
sold.
it. Take
Because
it.
All right, well, that's
firstly,
the Shams, big up to you, but that's the last you're gonna tell us how we should spend our money. Wait, hold on. I need to bring in the only person that can tell us really what we need to do with our finances
What,
is
Mr.
this
Wadji?
man, bro. Where is he, bro? There he is, right there, bro. Hey, bro, what did you
No. I don't care. I don't care about money. Why do I care what you want to spend, bro?
Oh no! The way KG.
You didn't better here, bro.
Bro, how should we use our
I
finances,
don't,
bro?
bro. You can take that 100 million and shove it up your ass, bro. I don't care. I don't care what you don't want to do, bro.
Hey.
Then what you're doing here, bro? What you doing with Senior?
Bro, what should we do though? On a serious note, bro, we
No,
need to
bro.
know, bro.
Nah, KG, let me chat to you, bro. Because you see
Bro,
your
we want to
you see,
ask,
no.
bro, contribute to the conversation that we're having right now, bro. How should we use the money, bro?
I don't care.
Don't lie.
So why are you here then?
If you don't care, why are you now here? Did you not see the
What you doing
topic?
with StreamYard?
No.
What you doing with
Captain,
StreamYard?
this
KG,
is
let
a
me
safe
chat to you, bro.
space for United fans. You can speak your mind.
No,
Nice,
but this
it's not
is
just I
yo.
rebranded. It's not just a safe space, you know.
No. Bro,
Wait,
you see how
I know
no. KG. In all seriousness. Let me chat to you, bro.
All right, I'm listening.
But
talk to me.
You change your channel from KG the comedian to KG Reckless Sports.
Yes, I did.
That way you can bring other teams that
Yes,
support the
I
channel
did.
to the
I
community.
made that change. Yes, Reckless Sports.
So why can't you respect other teams, bro?
Bro, you're telling me
Why
not
are
to
you
respect your
forcing
team?
the agenda?
You're
Why are
me,
you
bro.
why are you forcing?
I didn't do this.
You know it's not
Bro, you
real,
supported
bro.
Barcelona yesterday.
You know it's not real.
Hold on. Was you or was you not supporting Barcelona yesterday?
No, just for that game. You think I want them to win the Champions League?
Hold on. Was you had two choices, Inter or Barca, and you chose Barca. Tell me why you hate Inter Milan.
I didn't hate. When did I say I hate Inter Milan?
So you don't hate Inter Milan. So
I
you
don't
had a
hate
choice
Inter
with a
Milan.
team that you hate.
When did I say no? Pull up the stream. Pull up the stream.
Hold
When
on.
did I say that?
Let me get this straight. You had a team that you hate versus a team that you feel nothing about. You actually don't. You actually quite like them. Do you hate Inter Milan? Do you like Inter?
No. When did I say I hate Inter Milan?
So you don't like. So Inter doesn't upset you at all. Yeah.
No.
There you go. So a team that doesn't upset you at all is playing a team that you hate. Who are you more likely to support?
The team that I don't hate.
So I asked you the question, well, why was you supporting the team that you hate?
But it's just one. Do you think I want them to win the Champions League?
Oh no, okay. El Captain, I've had enough of your talking. And then, as a Chelsea fan, why are you supporting Barcelona in that game yesterday?
What the hell? I said they were gonna lose. I was supporting Inter.
Simple
As a
work.
Chelsea fan, would it be an embarrassment to support Barcelona in any game?
Of course.
Our captain, respond to that statement.
Well, I'll take it back in it, man. But no, but this is what I mean, Bob. I don't like the agenda of you lot
How
forcing
is
me
it
to.
agenda,
No,
bro?
you lot are forcing me to be a Man United fan, bro.
No, you don't.
We're not forcing you. You
So what's
pulled
the
out.
what's
You
the picture?
wait.
No,
Hold
but
on.
what's the picture?
El
What's the
Captain.
pictures
El
for?
Captain.
You know it's
El Captain. El
allegations.
Captain. We were talking about Man United finances, and you clicked the StreamYard link. No, we were talking about that. Did anyone force you to click the StreamYard link?
Well, I'm coming here to give my takes about Arsenal and Chelsea, bro. You think I want to? You think I come here?
That's
And
true.
secondly, this is
That's true.
KG's reckless sports,
Bro,
bro. Any teams can join. Wait,
Yes,
KG.
they can join. I will tell you that.
Exactly.
You're right. You are right,
So then what? If you don't want to be a Man United channel,
we're not a Man United channel.
be a Man United
bro,
channel.
we are
I'll take
not a
back my
United channel, bro.
membership. I'll take back my membership.
No.
I'm
Keep your
leaving. I'm
membership
leaving,
here,
bro.
KG's like, I need the money.
So what is the meaning of this?
That's the El Captain.
No.
You're doing your
Well,
Somali
Captain is
brother like
Bro,
that.
this is what I mean,
You're a
bro.
Somali brother like that.
I didn't do that. That was from an Arsenal fan. That was the Arsenal fan, bro.
Bro,
He's very
you see the Arsenal fans. You see when I was asking serious questions yesterday, the only thing that they do is deflect. They talk about Chelsea or they talk about my appearance, bro. They don't focus. They're not focused on answer the question. They don't answer
and
the
they
questions,
did it
bro.
again, and they did it again straight away, bro. They tried to put
Bro,
up
you
a
think,
picture
bro?
of
You think I care about my appearance, bro? This is how I look. You think You think I want to change this?
Let the wing backs
This is
out,
what
bro.
this is what I mean, bro.
You on the veins, bro.
KG,
The
what
wing
you
backs
doing?
are back.
KG, what you doing, man? What you doing? KG, what you doing? KG, what you doing?
Why is I back in town? I got
But
supported,
when we ask serious questions and want to get an answer, they
Let's talk about serious questions.
Well,
Let's talk
no
about
money.
serious
Look at your forehead, bro. You can't talk, bro.
Can we talk about
we all, bro.
why
What's the
you have
difference?
owners that are
Is
richer
that
than
what's
us?
the brother? What's the
Hold on, let me
difference?
show the difference. Where is he? Let's get rid of.
Oh,
Let's
we're
get
doing
rid of
a forehead off.
Let's get rid of the secure man them. Let's get rid of man them that's secure. Look at
Because
us.
man, them don't want to ask serious questions. They don't want to answer serious
hold on.
questions, bro.
Let's do the journey.
They deflect, bro.
Oh shit! This is actually the journey of us. Really, it starts with my team.
It's mad, brother.
And your thing's a mad one as well, but he's cut it down. Yours should be probably where Moses.
Do you reckon we're long distance cousins, bro?
You grow in yours is mad still, but it's respectful. You can do your thing. He said forehead heat map.
Nah,
no, he's not this. He's not. Take that off the screen. Wait. Hold on. Listen, let's get back to work because we're being ridiculous now. Hold on. Let's go. Because Kings is pulled up and we need to talk. Hold on. I left out a forehead. Hey, abs.
Are you fucking mad? Don't bring me into this fucking shit. Don't try and drag me in. If you want to embarrass yourself on the main, you do that, innit?
Oh my god!
What do you mean? Me? I never cared, bro.
Bro, this is all our forehead to say it, bro.
What's the point, bro? You think, bro? If I had the money to change it, I wouldn't, bro.
Bro, my wing backs are wing backing though. It's
let them wing back.
By the way, I'm turning 40 this year as well.
Welcome to the club.
It's summer.
Wait, you're 40?
I'm turning 40, yeah, bro.
You look good, you know. Mo, bro.
Listen.
Bro.
You lot are old. What's your excuse?
What do you mean?
He's looking at our captain.
You can't talk anymore.
What?
Yeah, what's his excuse? At least you two are old.
I'm nearly in my 30s, bro. I'm done.
You're not even 30, man. I'm nearly in my 30s.
King, chill the beans. Yeah. King, that's a T-footed. Do you know what? This is why I'm going to be happy, yeah, because when Arsenal go out today, yeah, we're here for you.
Bro, you see these Arsenal fans just yappa.
When you lot go out tonight, Do you know who's gonna be here?
Don't blame.
We will be there. We will be there. Let me, you know, we will see you tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow. I will
Wait,
not.
hold on. Did I say don't blame age? Did you
Man
say
said
bring
I'm
your tifo,
nearly in
bring
my
your
30s.
bring your tifos, man.
Wait, do you
Nearly.
know
He's
what,
not even
Can't
30.
bring tifos to France, bro.
KG,
bro?
you're more than 10 years older than this lad. What's his excuse?
I hate you. I hate you, King. I can't even have kings in it. I can't have the king in it, bro. No,
Bring your tifos, bro.
They're gonna bring the tifos,
The
bro.
little flags,
What do you
bro.
think? Because yesterday they were rattled, and I think the Chelsea done well yesterday. I liked what we did in that chat yesterday, but they're acting as if. You know what's mad about Arsenal? Yeah, they're acting as if like we're gonna get knocked out. Why? Where's
But
that?
what? See, these Arsenal fans, they're only concerned of where Man United and Chelsea end up with. That's the only comparison that they
That's
can
their
do, bro.
biggest
When
concern, bro.
when the team
We
is
live
dead,
rent free in Arsenal minds, bro.
when their team is
We don't
dead, they
think
look
about
at
them.
they look at other teams and do comparison,
It's embarrassing, bro. Let's have it right. It's embarrassing, bro. All they do is
Because
think
once
about
they get kicked out of the competition, they're like, oh, we're prioritized. Well, you lot will take any trophy.
they're
You need to
embarrassing,
prioritize every single these guys pick and choose like they can, bro.
bro. You think I would spend that much time focusing on them? Come on, stop this.
These lot pick and choose trophies like they have a choice,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. They're an embarrassment. Big up. I'm definitely gaslighting. Ills.
What's going on, bro?
We're back, bro. Wait, hold on. Let me bring in let me bring back in the let me bring back. We'll talk to hey King Mo. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Hey Rollins. Hey, why, man? Listen, Rollins, what's up? What's up?
What's up, KG?
What's up? Wait, Rollins, I swear you support. I swear you're. Who's your team again? Rollins.
What team do I look like?
Rollins.
I hear you. Talk to me. Arsenal.
I knew. Rollins, you need to stay focused, bro. I'm waiting. There's gonna be an Arsenal section, but you're shook, Rollins.
No, I'm not sure.
Yes, you are. You're scared.
KG, you just like chaos. That's your problem. You just like chaos. Since Monday, KG, you mentioned Arsenal more than Man United. Since Monday.
When? I've not
The
mentioned
whole of yesterday.
bro. I don't talk about Arsenal a lot.
Really, bro. You even invent shows
He
to
hardly
create
talks
chaos
about
for
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
I hardly talk about Arsenal. I only bring them up if they
Yeah,
like,
but why wouldn't you talk about Banter Club though? Come on, man.
No excuses. I don't hear.
Just like not talking about your wife. Like,
this is the problem. You're playing big. Do you know what? Arsenal fans? Yeah, you're a disgrace as well. Because why was you watching our Europa League game when was in the semi-finals when you're playing big Champions League? Why are you watching us?
Big Champions.
Wait, it's on a Thursday. What do you want us to do?
About that. Why can
It's
I
on a
find
Thursday.
Arsenal fans doing hate watches of a team? I remember a competition that you lot shouldn't even get qualified and you shouldn't get into Champions League.
And KG, they need us now to save them. They're gonna come link up with us now because they don't want Spurs to win nothing. So they think they can pull over here and come to join our team.
No one is linking up with you. Nobody is linking up with you.
Bro, you know that.
Nobody is linking up.
Hey, hold on. Let's have it right though. If you man lose, you need us to win in it. You need us to beat Spurs.
If
okay, but let's just pretend that happened. You need us to beat Spurs in it.
Definitely.
Huh?
Okay, KG, listen. I'm in Africa.
Tell us.
I mean, listen, KG, listen. Be honest, either way, I'm fucked. Because if we lose and Tottenham win, I'll never hear the end of it just because I'm a subscriber to the Reckless Delegates. I'll never hear the end of it. Because in Africa, to be honest, we don't care about Tottenham, about the rivalry and everything. It doesn't matter so much to us. Our biggest rival, to be honest, as an African, it's Man United. So if it gets to the final and it's Man United versus...
You need us. So you want Spurs to win it?
Not really.
Say it. Say in front of these. Say in front of these lot that you want Spurs to win it instead of us.
Nah.
No,
Man United better win it.
No.
Man United better win it.
Say in front of the
I
Arsenal.
prefer United
Say in
winning
front
it.
of the Arsenal. God, wait, hold on. I'm gonna call Josh as well. I'm gonna call Josh. Hold on. Say in front of the Arsenal fans, Josh. 1 second, just calling him so he can hear you speak like this. All right, go on. Hey, wait. Sorry. He's I got an Arsenal fan. He's about to say something that he really wants. Go ahead. Who do you want to win?
Yeah.
Man United and Arsenal, Man United and Spurs.
Man United.
Hold on. Wait. Say again.
Manchester United. I'd rather United win it.
What United? Rollins.
Fraud.
Rollins.
Listen, KG.
What did I just hear?
Enough.
Fuck off. Get out. This fraud, bro. All right, let's get back to work. Let's get back to doing the Lord's work, man. Hey, let me bring in. Oh shit, Josh is. Hey, all right, the random have pulled up, so we're gonna talk to them again. Josh, yeah. All right, we got 10 minutes, and then we have to obviously give Arsenal our attention. Yeah, because again, the channel has been rebranded. Lads, we should be getting through in it. No Williams brothers. Can we say that we should be able to do this now?
Are they both not travelled?
Both not travelled.
But why? But why? Why have they not travelled?
Anthony.
Don't they want to face the beating like the rest of the team? Why are they afraid? What are they afraid of?
Anthony.
Well, I think
Is it the Ghanaian in them? What are they afraid of?
Nico's been nursing a groin injury for a while.
No problem. He was there.
No, but in all seriousness, because he was reported maybe missing the first leg. I don't know about Inaki, but I know that there were a week before the first leg game, there was like reports that Nico might miss the game. So I knew about his injury stuff. I didn't know about Inaki. But yeah, we should get the job done.
His brother stayed to look after him. The younger one was injured. The other one stayed to look after him. You see, I don't like when people don't play with their full chests. They should come to Man United and play with their full chest and receive beaten with their full chest. I don't like all this half and half, one leg in, one leg out.
They need to focus on the league, La Liga. That's why.
Yeah, I'm having a look at the table right now. They're fourth, but they're only 3 points ahead of Villarreal.
Ooh, you lot.
Where is Real Betis?
Hey, this is not the greatest link here. This ain't the greatest source, yeah. But Juventus are keen on Rasmus Højlund. Douglas Luiz can become an important card to any deal. As someone basically saying,
because I say as soon as someone says another player is offered in return, I don't believe it.
No, true. Never happened.
No, I have heard they wanted to get rid of Douglas though.
Yeah, no, definitely. I've heard that, but then when they're basically trying to put two stories into one and say, oh, they are good, unless how can we add Man United to this? Say Højlund's interested.
Exactly.
Douglas Luiz, the old school winger. Is you at Juve?
No, that's Douglas Costa, bro.
Costa, okay, yeah, oh yeah, my bad.
Ain't he the one that they took from Aston Villa? Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one that they took from Villa.
Is it not working? Is he not working there? Is he having it? Is he not going well?
I don't watch Juve, so I don't know.
Okay.
Abs. He's been average. That the games I've seen, he's been average.
There you go, man. Thank you, bro.
Oh my God!
Wait. I am just looking at Douglas Luiz statistics.
He's not average. This is shocking statistics.
This is KJ.
Wait, how's he doing?
17 Serie A stats.
Yeah.
Out of 30 something. 0 goals, 0 assists. Champions League.
Yeah, but he's a centre mid though.
6 matches, 0 goals, 0 assists. Super Italia Cup. 1 match, 0 goals, 0 assists.
Can you
So
can you
it
judge
is
a
a
midfielder
Juventus failure.
purely on goals and assists though?
Yeah, but the fact he has played 17 matches out of 30 something in the league, is that not statistics to show you that they don't trust him? 17, he has played half or even less than half of the matches in the league.
So it says he's 9% in the starting 11 and 16% of the minutes played. That's not looking good, bro.
My brother.
What?
Hello?
You asked me if he's having a good season. I said he's having an average season because I've only watched it twice.
Below average.
So Abs, is that the you've got the multiple screen setup? Is that the smaller screen that you're watching?
From the black and white one.
I can go back to work. Seriously.
What's the main and what's average? Because how you
for
how
me,
do you find
I'm only
average?
talking about the games I seen him watch. And when I saw him watch, he was okay. Yes, he didn't score an assist in those games, but I mean, I didn't check the stats.
He didn't score. So
What
did he do?
what formation?
He's beeping in the background.
Who's beeping? Someone's fighting their microwave. Someone said, Joe, stop showing the screens, bro. You're taking living.
You guys can show the screen all you want. I don't care about that.
Come on,
But
guys.
I'm having a
Lives
conversation.
matter.
Let's have a conversation.
Hey, listen, you lot, we should win.
And his injuries, KG.
Go on.
This man's injuries.
What's the injury?
He missed he missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to 15 matches through injury, muscular injury. So an Aston Villa and Juventus reject with injuries is who we want to bring to no. The Rasmus he can redeem himself. If that is the deal, Rasmus redemption will happen next season.
All right, cool. Hey, you lot, we got. Hold on. Final predictions from you guys about the Arsenal game. Let's go.
2-1 PSG.
2-1 PSG.
I'm thinking a 2-2 draw, but PSG go through.
Okay. Uncle.
3-1. Simple. 3-1.
Abs.
PSG to win. I don't care how.
I love it. Canny.
I hate agreeing with Uncle. He's been pissing me off today, but I'll go with 3-1.
1-0.
It was already giving you a one, innit? What do you say again?
2-1. 2-1 PSG.
Big. All right, cool. That's the predictions. Hold on. Let me get the chief hater. Yo, what's the score? Arsenal versus PSG.
Don't mind me. I just wanted to load this. See, I was trying to work behind the scenes, man. But you put me in.
Absolute mother! I swear on my life. I don't even like the fact that you got the certain jumper right. Where did you get that from, yo?
Thanks for having me on.
Yo. Abs is element. This is, that's the screen that, see, this is the problem. That's the screen that Douglas Luiz was playing on. It's behind him. That's why he called it average, because that's the game that he missed. Young 7 screens. We gotta put respect on scouts everywhere, bro. All right, cool. Just gonna bring in.
Is he a scout or a scholar?
Bro,
Nah, man.
between jobs.
He's a
listen, I'm saying 4-0 PSG, bro.
Bro, we've
Let's get over and done. Let's get over and done with it.
Hey, listen. Hey, lads. Today's the day of days. Today's the day of days.
Believe.
Shut up, Josh.
Hey, Josh, will you be here after the game?
Huh?
Are you gonna be here after the game?
You're gonna
I'll think, but I'm gonna be at Box Park, innit, with AFTV in it. So.
Loud, man.
I'll
Look
be
at
late.
this.
I'll be here late, Josh.
Yeah, don't go anywhere.
You'll be hearing from me. Maybe.
Yeah.
Can I just say something quickly? Can I just
Go
say
ahead.
something quickly? there's only 170, 180 likes. There's more than 300 people in there. Let's
This is
get this up.
disgusting.
If you haven't done so, just hit
This
the
what the Man
like
United
button.
fan base is.
Nah, you lot hit the like button. Let me read these supers as well. Win the Europa League and keep Bruno, or lose and get what? And get, hold on, 115 plus. Wow. Can you just say you don't want Bruno sold? Everyone understands that. No need for conspiracy theory. I remember this same uncle saying Rasmus will cook this season. Why should I trust your opinion? And on Ineos. Damn, they're on uncle. The Liverpool fans speaking calmly and in fact, we're just being emotional. Damn, keeping it real. Larry just like, KG, why are you letting a Liverpool fan gaslight you? Most fans are weak. What's that? Most fans are weak, aware of United's. What is that? Most fans are aware of United financials. Let's go with that.
Well, you have
At
trouble
the
with
end
the
of the day, the Glazers are still in charge of the club. They have the final say, and I don't trust them. If things go well and the club's in profit again, they can buy off Ineos shares.
That was some good reading, KG, bro.
Nah, man, no, he messed up with the word. He messed up with the word, man. We're not giving him that.
You lot, shut up. Rollins, wait, is that prayer? Wait, hold on, what's going on? What are you looking at? Oh, you're fed. Cool.
He's a pilot. Man's a pilot. You call him a fed. Are you
No, I'm
blind?
a student, bro. Not yet a pilot. I was just a student.
I swear that I didn't even know what that was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw the lapels, bro. For fed. What pilot? Wait. So what? Proper like the big commercial airline thing?
Yeah, but I'm still in school though.
Hey, well done. That's intelligence.
Oh my
God. It's mad though.
That's
again.
that's
Shout
the
out
real.
when
That's
you
the real
graduate, so
African
we can go
parent
on
child
pre-season
needs
tour
to
next year.
Yeah. Bro, but listen, again, I don't want. Obviously, your team's gonna let you down today, innit? You know that.
Not really. No.
Talk to us.
To be honest, going on today, I don't trust the team, but I trust the coach for some reason.
You trust Arteta?
Because what I saw.
Let him speak.
No, let him land. Go
To
on,
be honest,
go on.
what I saw against Real Madrid, that is just phenomenal. To be honest, when you look at the two squads and everything and what the coach did, that is just pure tactics. It's not about individual performances. Yes, Rice, 2 free kicks did help. But to be honest,
No, we're talking about PSG. We're not talking about Real Madrid.
Hold on.
Are we gonna
No,
talking
El
absolute
Captain,
rubbish?
just
Enough.
your game is on Saturday, El Captain. You should
Enough.
be chilling somewhere else, not here.
He's yabbing.
So what I'm trying to say is, going on today, I just trust the coach's tactics.
Wait, so you're telling me you trust the coach more than the players because the coach put on a masterclass against Real Madrid? Did I hear you correctly?
Yeah, definitely. Because to be honest, who would have thought that he will beat Real Madrid? Who would have thought? Especially again going away to Real Madrid's home and doing what he did. That's phenomenal.
King.
Are you sure you weren't flying the plane? Are you sure you're watching the right match,
bro?
What are you talking about?
You can banter all you want,
You're supposed
bro.
to fly a train, not get high and fly.
Bro, the guys, listen, he's not high, he believes the manager. Why have you got a
That's
problem
my
with that?
opinion. That's my opinion, though.
KG.
That's my opinion.
Okay, KG, let me ask you. Let me ask you something. Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Hold on, I gotta play that still.
Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Wait.
Tell me something, bro.
When was the last time you saw a player score 2 free kicks in the Champions League knockout? How can you not say individual performance was not a major part why we didn't win?
Ask him.
At least balance it out. At least say that it was 50% the manager and also 50% down to individual performances. How can you say you don't trust the players after them scoring 3 goals against Real Madrid at home and then go to the Bernabeu and scoring 2 goals? Like, I don't understand.
Kings, I hear you, and I'm not going to lie. Yes, the players did their job, especially Timber locking out these wingers and everything. I accept the players did their job. But to be honest, it takes the manager to set up this team going up into games. So to be honest, yes, players did their job.
If you go out, are you going to blame the players and not the manager?
Depends on the performance, to be honest. But how he sets the team, sets the tone. That is how it sets the tone for everything.
Yeah, the manager sets the tactics, yeah. The players still have to execute it.
You know
so
what?
it's partly the players and the manager. You can't say it's just the manager.
Okay.
That's
I
why.
stand corrected, Kings.
Listen,
Thank you.
at the end of the day, yeah, I'm gonna be.
But let me tell you this, KG. Yeah, we're gonna win today. We're going to be 2-1. We're gonna go to extra time. Trossard banger 3-1 into the final.
How much have you had to smoke today?
I don't smoke. I don't drink.
Hey. 12-0. Someone asked me how much I've been smoking today. Someone asked me how much I've been smoking today.
Bro,
obviously, since you are a full-time smoker, how much have you smoked today?
I'm smoking right now, fam.
Yeah, that's why I can tell.
12-0.
Because you just speaking rubbish.
Look, yeah. Look, yeah. Hey, no. I'm gonna have to give the realistic Arsenal thing because obviously the hate is strong. Yeah. So I don't mind. Like everyone's gonna hate. That's cool. That's fine. True. Whatever. Yeah. And obviously people go, we ain't got no European heritage. I'm just looking at our run in this Champions League. We lost one game to Inter Milan. Yeah, who are in the final. By the way, who we dominated that whole game and they got a penalty that wasn't a penalty. Yeah. I'm not afraid of Inter Milan. Yeah, we need to get.
You're not making
bro.
It's
We
beat.
Listen. Let me land, fam. We beat the Dutch champions. We smashed them 7-1. We beat the Portuguese champions. We smashed them 5-1. We beat the Champions League champions and beat them in both legs, home and away. People don't come to us and tell us we can't do nothing, fam. Yeah, so what? We've things in our history.
And we beat PSG 2-0.
Run, bro. I'm looking at this
Don't
run.
forget.
And if we turn up full team, Partey, Rice, the only player I'm worried about is Martin Odegaard. Yeah, that's the only guy I'm worried about right now.
Why?
That's it. Because he's performed poorly this season.
He's been
poor. He's been poor this whole season. Like
I can say with chest, we are winning this fucking league.
Because we've had these conversations, KG, at the end of last season, yeah. The Bruno Odegaard thing, yeah. Yes. Because when Bruno's form was dipping, you lot were still doing he's still this, he's still that. I'm not gonna deny that Odegaard's been crap this season, bro. But I'm not gonna turn around and say he's finished just because he's had one bad season. You got next season to fix it, or whatever in it. Fuck off, replace him. Yeah, I don't care.
Remember, KG, you had to put out disclaimers about defending your man
Bruno. Yeah, I had to. And now I want to sell him. I'm a disgrace, bro.
KG, I want to ask you a question. I've never heard one sensible Arsenal fan, bro.
You have?
Who? Give me one sensible Arsenal fan that.
I would say King is
this guy.
Oh my!
He's high.
KG, do you know what the problem is here? When your brain is not functioning, everything that makes sense doesn't make sense to you. That's why when people say that they are 40 and you say that you're not even 30, you're trying to compare yourself to them. It doesn't make sense. So for him, when we are speaking, he doesn't understand, which is fine.
No, I'm hearing what you're not saying. But
no, you don't.
You got no European credentials, and you
yes,
talk the
you
most.
Said
we out of any other team. You don't talk the most.
Trossard bang is crazy. You know. End of the day, people pull up. I'm gonna be on DR Sports. Hit the like button as well. Have I read all the supers? I've read all the supers. I have. Hit the like button. I truly appreciate that. Me, Parisianer, Expressions, Raul. We're hating. Match Bingo. We got a sponsor, bro. Match Bingo need to follow me back to my channel so I can they like the hate along. Come and follow the hate along all the way. Yeah? Anyway. Big up. Speak to you lot soon. I'm out of here. Join us in hate. Arsenal. I hope you lose. Playing the Arsenal Jabba song now is not right, innit? No, I'll save it. No.
Drop a bomb.
Back. back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at it.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that. Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
I said drop a bomb, Dad.